Have you ever wanted a TV in your home office but didn't have the space? Do you take work breaks by watching YouTube videos or a quick sitcom? Are you short on space? Do you live in a dorm room or studio apartment? Or do you just have a configuration that requires a 2-in-1 display solution? Well, I've got you covered. Stick around and I'll show you a versatile multifunction monitor that you'll want to snatch up for your home. Today we're going to unbox and review the Samsung 32-inch M80C Smart Monitor. This monitor wears many hats. It can be an Internet of Things smart home hub, it can be an entertainment center where you sign on to watch TV and movies from all your streaming services, and it can do as it's intended and act as a monitor and work with your PC or Mac, tablet, cell phone, and any other device that you can connect via Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, HDMI, or USB-C. Anyway, let's see what's in the box. So let's see how it looks. Pretty big box. This is a 32-inch monitor, keep that in mind. We have what looks like a back plate, maybe. Let's see what's in this bag. Alright, cables. Yeah. Pretty big power brick. And the remote. You have the power brick. It's pretty hefty, but I believe this is 100 watts. All right. Then we have power cord, standard stuff. This is a USB-C. It's a USB-C. This is a USB extension, and this is what looks like an HDMI cord. Yep. Then we have the remote. This is this is definitely the stand for the back to hold up the monitor. This is the camera. So the camera comes separate from the monitor and it snaps on with magnets. So this is what it looks like. I believe this can adjust. The head of the camera can adjust up and down. Oh, and there is a lens cap here. And this is this is the USB-C that goes in. And then I believe this is the magnetic connector that connects to the back of the monitor. So snap it in, take your lens cap off. Pretty cool. So you can see how slim it is, probably not even an inch. I'll show you the back. So this is the connector for the camera in the back, and then you have the plate to take the stand here, and then this is what looks like a powered up here. Really big. So that's it. So let me assemble it, put it together, and then I'll get it started and we can walk through. Hey, now is a good time to let you know that we have another giveaway this week, and it's the Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. The giveaway link's in the description, and if you stick around and watch more of the video, there's a code word that you can use to get 20 extra entries. Now that it's assembled, let me give you a quick walkthrough of the setup. There were 3 options to use, either the remote, a smartphone, or the keyboard. I chose the smartphone option, and here you can see me scanning the barcode that they put on the screen. You waited for a little while. It showed you that it was registering your device, and you just had to kind of hold on until it got through. Then you named the room. You choose Bixby or Alexa. It searches for the device. And voila, monitor's up and running. Now that we've unboxed and set up the monitor, let's take a closer look. First things first, it's a nice looking monitor, and although it's about 2 years old, it's still Samsung's latest smart monitor as of today.
It has thin bezels around the screen and a very thin form factor overall. You can see the mounted camera lens over the top center of the monitor and the infrared receiver on the bottom right if you're facing the monitor. 32 inches is great real estate to have. I have two other Samsung 32-inch monitors, the S60 QHDs, and they've been our daily drivers, my wife and I, before this one. And we love them, which is why we jumped at the chance to get these monitors. Now let's take a look at the back. It has a braided pattern across the entire back of the monitor, and the speakers vertically flank the sides. The camera is attached and detached from a magnetic mount a few inches from the mid-top portion of the monitor. As you saw, it came in two pieces, a magnetic USB connector and the camera, but it snaps on the back in one piece. The camera head moves up and down only, so no physical panning, but the camera does come with a convenient privacy cap. Look at the cables. Notice how well the connections are hidden by the cleverly placed port. It keeps things tidy and clutter-free. The power brick is large and has some weight to it, but we'll discuss why a little later. The stand allows for smooth height and tilt adjustment, as well as a full vertical rotation of the screen. I like the placement of the ports because they're tucked away behind the monitor stand. Now there are 5 ports, a USB-C, an HDMI, 2 regular USB-As, and the DC port for power. There's also a power button hidden away back there. I think they tucked it away because of the next feature I'm about to show you, the remote. It has a remote just like your TV does, perfect for adjusting settings without having to touch your mouse or move from where you are. The remote is thinner than a standard remote and charges with USB-C, so you don't have to worry about batteries. From top to bottom, the remote has the power button, the IR light indicator, the voice control button, then the circular directional ring with the OK or Enter button. Below that is the back, home, and play pause buttons. Then the channel and volume up and down buttons, and at the very bottom, there's the button set with, just like some of the newer TV remotes, quick action media buttons that'll take you directly to different apps. In this case, we have Samsung TV Plus, Netflix, Prime Video, and Disney Plus. Now, this is a standard plastic build with the only metal being the base of the stand. Standard for monitors in this class and price range. That said, when assembled, the monitor is sturdy even at a large size. The height adjustment feels smooth, and although the backward tilt angle is steep, it still allows for proper viewing when standing or at one of the lower height settings. Now, because this is also a TV, you might prefer to have it permanently mounted on the wall. You can't, however, because there's no VESA mount option. You have to use the included stand only. Let's go through some specs and then the features. Now, it's a 4K monitor with 60Hz refresh rate and rated at 400 nits of brightness, which is pretty bright. It has a 69 aspect ratio and shows 99% of the sRGB color spectrum, which covers almost all the colors we can visualize. It supports HDR10 with built-in speakers. You can use either Bixby or Alexa as your voice assistant, and there are multiple ways to connect to the monitor: Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, HDMI, and USB-C. You can use the monitor to perform simple tasks even when not connected to a PC, like surfing the web, editing docs, and working on projects. And with the Samsung SmartThings integration, you can use the monitor as a hub for all of your IoT or smart devices. Let's talk performance. This monitor has a matte finish that definitely helps with glare. It has crisp and vibrant colors and has a VA or vertical alignment display, which is known for deeper blacks and are more additive to the overall picture when combined with colors. Granted, some current monitors are at the 5K display level. Consider that those monitors would be significantly higher priced at especially the 32-inch size. You can see LG's 27-inch 5K and the Apple Studio monitor for reference. Let's talk about connection options. For this monitor, in the workspace, you can use the easy connection screen where you can create a connection to your computer that can be initiated with the click of an app. Okay, so first things first, the monitor is not plugged into any computer, PC, Mac, tablet, or anything. I'm gonna go to the workspace tab. It brings up my S24 Ultra and it brings up the easy connection screen. To use the easy connection, you have to download an app. So the app is here on my PC. Now you click easy connection to screen. All right, so I went to the settings, I went to the workspace and easy connected to my laptop. My computer is now connected. I have my mouse over on this side. I'll move it here so I'm connected. This is what it looks like when you have your monitor mirroring your laptop. You can use Samsung Dex, where you can use your phone or tablet to connect to the monitor and still have a multi-view display. Okay, now let's connect with my Samsung S24 Ultra and see what that looks like. Scroll down, open my notifications, go to Dex. It says no compatible display found, but then it finds the monitor. Hit start now, and you see the monitor start activating. Samsung Dex. This is basically my phone's UI acting as a computer. This is what it looks like when you use Samsung Dex. You can use AirPlay for Apple mirroring or similar one-button connection to your Mac. ConnecTime, which seems like a proprietary app that you can use to video conference. I've never heard of it before, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't been around. Okay, so now I'm gonna quickly show you how to use the ConnecTime. So this is their video conferencing app, or kind of like a FaceTime. You hit ConnecTime. This is still in the workspace tab, and you could either invite or join a call. I went up here. If you go up to the top, and I'm doing all of this using the remote, you go up to the top and then you hit install the mobile app. It brings up the QR code. I downloaded it, and then you can invite. So if I click invite, then you can either scan the barcode or you can use the call ID. It's an 8-digit number, as you can see. I'm going to now go to my phone, open the ConnecTime app, hit join, then put in the 8-digit ID. So 3686 and 4963, and then hit go. So it's connecting, and here you go. There are a few settings here. The standard, you can do camera on and off. If you look down on the bottom right, you can do mic on and off. And then there's a smart feature, which I like. So, this is a slightly bigger camera, so I guess they had a little bit more room to put some features in there. So this smart feature is basically, if I turn this off, you see where I sit. If you look down on the bottom right, I have taken smart camera off, but if I put it on, then look at what happens. The camera then reframes, and if I shimmy over to the side here, camera reframes. So there you go. You can use Microsoft 365, where you can connect to documents online without a PC connected to the monitor. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the Microsoft 365. Now this is pretty cool. You can actually use the remote as a mouse and connect to documents without a PC attached. Just connect to online Microsoft documents just with the monitor, no PC attached. So here we go. You can go to any of the apps, Excel, PowerPoint, Word, and in some cases it almost snaps to the nearest thing. So you don't have to just like hover exactly over the icon that you want to go to. It just kind of snaps to it. Okay, so that's it for connections. If you go down, there's one more set. So this is where you would connect your PC initially, and this is where you would connect your Mac initially. And then here's Samsung Dex. Those are all the connections that you can do with this monitor. And of course, you can connect to regular HDMI and USB-C. I didn't show that because that's just standard operating procedure. So these are the different connections that you can do that are wireless and Bluetooth based that are not the standard. The game mode is a dream for the casual gamer. If you already have an online subscription to one of the online gaming services like Xbox Game Pass, you can log in from the PC without a console attached, connect your controller via Bluetooth, and start gaming. If you're a gamer, you can go to the game tab. Here you can see controllers. I actually connected my Xbox controller. So you should see it blinking here. Device is connected, and now I can connect, and I have the Xbox Game Pass. So you can literally go in and play games from the Xbox Game Pass without an Xbox connected. So doing all of this with my monitor. Let's go with Mbappe. And it's super responsive, no lag. It's just really, I'm just moving around so you can see. It's surprisingly responsive. All right, just a quick demo there. Now, if you're a serious gamer, however, and very competitive and play one of the faster paced games that require more out of your refresh rate, this may not be a jam. The 60 Hz refresh rate is prone to intermittent lagging, and that'll likely cause some frustration on your end. Now, about the sound, it's decent, it's loud, but it lacks depth and bass and therefore sounds very rattly or tinny. Now for the movie watchers out there, you can go to the media tab and it really has everything that any of your other streaming devices has on here. Netflix, Samsung TV Plus has a lot of channels, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Apple TV, Hulu, YouTube. I've realized if you listen to it in a vacuum by itself, you forget its shortcomings, but the moment you hear some other audio, you remember that the sound isn't great. Remember I mentioned we'll come back to the large power brick? Well, the M80C provides pass-through power of 65 watts to your laptop, and to keep the thin form factor, they decided to house the components externally, hence the large brick. It's great for us so we can have the opportunity to cut an extra cord from your cable management system, a win-win. This monitor has firmly positioned itself in the upper middle quadrant of monitors. It's large, has a great resolution, and a bunch of connectivity options to help improve your workflow. It has entertainment covered with the TV capabilities, and it can be your IoT or smart home hub and control all of your smart devices. I bring this video to you all at the opportune time where Samsung is slated to release a new line of monitors for pre-order on June 4th. So that means their monitors are currently on sale. This smart monitor retails at $699 but is currently $449. Now, with TV adding a lot of new competition over the last decade or so, we've seen TV prices drop as a whole. So you can get a large 55-inch TV for $449, but can you do work on it effectively and maintain the same workflow? And you can likely get a 4K monitor for less than $449, but does it have a remote-controlled entertainment center? All in all, this monitor is worth it. Whether you have a small office or bedroom, you're in college and need a two-in-one solution, you like the ability to switch between work and play easily, or you want the ability to access documents in a place where you wouldn't find a computer. I'll add all the links in the description to the M8 and its predecessors, the M7 and M5. Click the link below, take a look, and see how best you can incorporate this one into your home. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.